Hey friend, JD here. I'm shooting this video as a brief overview of the plan, idea, experiment 2.0 that we have with teaching at North City that happens throughout the week, basically non-dinner church teaching. So you're probably watching this video because we're reaching out to you to see if you're interested in going on a learning study journey with us this winter, and I want to just break that down for you so you know what you're maybe saying yes to, or so you can consider whether or not this is something that you're going to carve out time for, which is what I primarily want to hear from you. So here are my thoughts. This year, for the next 3-ish months, starting at the end of January through basically Easter through April, I want to put some time and resources of my own and some of our communicators into creating content and a study experience for you to do a deep dive into the book of Galatians. And I think it's a wonderful book that shares a lot about ultimately life in the spirit and life in relationship with other people. Excuse the house with young kids noise behind me. But here's what that's going to be like. We're going to kick it off, hopefully, at the end of January with like a little bit more on the end of sermon from me to kind of give the landscape of Galatians, what people's appetite to maybe join in the study of Galatians with us for the next 3 months. But what it looks like from month to month, and you can let me know what you feel most drawn to and what you want to engage in, whether it's some of this, all of this, or none of this at all. So we're going to try to bring back at least once a month the Thursday night teaching night space, and we're going to reserve that for being together, hearing some more expository teaching. So it's a bit of a classroom style, but I'm wanting to lean a little bit more into the collaborative reality of that. So it would be someone like myself who prepares by studying a particular portion of Galatians. So in February, it would be the first 2 chapters. March will be this 3rd and 4th chapter, and then in April, 5th and 6th chapter of Galatians. And again, that'll be like deep dive. So if you crave that kind of really kind of deep dive teaching, that will be what that is. But it'll also be collaborative for you to join the conversation and like explore the Bible together with whomever's there. Thirdly, or second, we hope to have some way of you in an ordered fashion read through Galatians slowly for the 3 months of February, March, and April. That'll be some sort of like reading plan for you, and we'll like put you in a communication stream, whether it's text or email, that kind of emails the reading plan, and just kind of keeps you up to date with stuff so that you can read through the whole book slowly for 3 months. That's sort of passively something for you to do. Number 3, I am contemplating experimenting with like reading with JD sort of podcasts that are simply me sitting down with a text for that given week and reading it, and then kind of like sharing my own thoughts, interpreting the Bible real time with you with some of the skills that I've learned through my studies and stuff. And why I want to experiment with that is I know you all lead full lives, and I know many of you listen to podcasts when you're cleaning the house or on the road or something like that, and I know that's a viable way that I myself sort of engage with Scripture. So I'm shooting in those 3 directions, but the primary thing I want to hear from you is, will you engage in those things? Do you want to engage in those things with us? Do you want to study with us? And that's a very critical question for me at this point, because I need kind of a critical mass of you to say yes for it to be worth it to invest our time in it. So please, if you're listening to this, reply to the communication you got about it. Whether you're in, whether you want to engage in it, and then if you want to go further than just yes, I'm in, let us know which aspects you plan to engage in, just so we can gauge interest, and it might help us know how much time is reasonable for us to give to each of those things. So I know that's a lot. I really love this stuff. I really love studying scripture. I love using my gift of teaching and kind of pulling in other people's gifts to create really meaningful learning experiences for you as you try to learn what it means for you to love Jesus and live into the way of Jesus. And for us as a community to be shaped by scripture is really important. And I know you value that. I just want to know from you if this will be a valuable asset to you in this next season. So let us know, and I hope we can do this. Later.